Hey, Donnell, how about you take a walk?
After viewing an overly produced, gimmicky show that was Kill Tony at Madison Square Garden, it was nice to see the show return to its roots with one of the best episodes of the year, featuring a first-time guest in the running for Guest of the Year, and the return of one of the most notorious panelists in the show's history. Kill Tony number 733 was a true blast from the past. When I first saw this lineup of Donnell Rawlings and Rob Schneider, I literally said, what a pool. I knew this had the makings of a beautiful disaster. Tony felt the same way when midway through the episode, he mentioned that this might have been his favorite episode of the year so far, and it's hard to blame him.
Normally I don't do this during an episode, but I gotta tell you guys, this is one of my favorite episodes of the year so far. I had a feeling that this chemistry would be crazy and wild.
Something? The irony of that is one of your favorite episodes, and it's not a good feeling for me right now. So.
Wow.
Tony gave Donnell and Rob both big intros, saying that Schneider was someone that he had always wanted on the show, and he introduced Donnell Rawlings as having the most walkouts in the show's history.
What is that?
Is that a siren because I'm a black man on this panel?
Oh, it's a fire truck because when you walked off that one time, we have
Stop
pictures
saying
of
I walked off! See, this is how it starts, Tony.
That's how it starts. That's that walk-off juice right there. I was just admiring D Madness doing his Donnell Rawlings impression there for a second. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he'll be chilling outside of the fire department in no time.
This is called bullying now, Tony.
I don't know if you guys know this, but when Donnell was in Korea, he was part of a cooking show called Walk Off.
Rawlings wasted no time addressing his past walkouts and the heat he has received from not only Kill Tony fans because of this, but Tony Hinchcliffe on his own show.
I love being a father.
Yeah.
And I deal with these Kill Tony fans for the last fucking 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm teaching him how to ride a fucking bike. And then somebody, one of your fucking fans, says it's a good thing he taught him how to ride a bike so he can walk out of his life instead of rolling out. I'm going to put Tony Hinchcliffe, Kill Tony, and Donnell Rawlings in a search engine and see what happens. This is the first thing that popped up. The 10 worst guests in Kill Tony fucking history. Fuck Ric Flair. I'm number one.
Rawlings is always over the top and overbearing at times, but him starting the show at the top, acknowledging his reputation on the show, and sharing little anecdotes made the vibe in the room more enjoyable and fun, instead of a typical hostile, boring, and irritating environment that he typically brings. That's not to say he wasn't still interrupting at every chance he got. There was still plenty of that.
I'd hate to go to a Korean whorehouse. Come on in.
Oh, Rob. Do you know how to say how much for the pussy in Korean? You say poji omayo.
My story was a joke, not actually in a whorehouse. And they thought it was funny. They didn't want to actually hear an experience of a man in a whorehouse.
And that's also not to say that he took any responsibility or even admitted that he walked off the last time that he was on the show. Martin Phillips, one of these show's greatest golden ticket winners, got the show started and quickly put Rawlings to bed with just one short sentence.
Hey, Donnell, how about you take a walk?
Shortly after being buried, Rawlings gave praise to Phillips and showed signs of growth because instead of crashing out, he recognized the bit, admired it, and moved on.
I know it's not easy to come up here and deal with the things that you deal with in life and still want to put a smile on people's face and have a good time. But I respect that. I see it in your face, and I can just tell how hard you go. So hats off to you.
Good job.
Fuck yeah.
Rawlings had his moments of belligerence and overall annoyance, but this was by far one of, if not his best appearances ever. He landed some jokes, probably not at the highest clip, and was able to make fun of himself. Two things that made him unlikable in his last appearance. He even had some memorable bits, like Heidi coming out to rub lotion on his elbow.
That's real lotion, everybody. Real lotion for these elbows. And Donnell is doing a real life Ashy Larry. Oh, can we get a little on Rob's nipple there? Yeah.
He also did eventually have a full-blown crash out that we were all waiting for, but he at least saved that for the end of the show. And during this walkout, Rob Schneider put together an improv musical act, and Red Band played It's Raining Men to play Donnell off the show, and it was an amazing, amazing moment.
I was here for 2.5 hours.
He did the show, he did the show, he did the show. Oh,
It wasn't
popular. No one wanted to do it.
Even though he wasn't gonna benefit in any fucking way, he still came down, and he never let Tony forget it.
And I'll tell you why.
It's raining.
Who the fuck are you? How'd you get out there?
Now let's discuss the other panelist on the night, Rob Schneider, who was funnier and a better guest than he had any right to be. His running bit about having a ferret get pulled out of somebody's ass was hilarious, and he also had a couple more running bits that actually made me laugh out loud throughout the night, such as discussing which jokes are back and asking if he can laugh at certain jokes or if it would be racist. Him also giving quick hits of advice to the open micers was nice to see. Truly an old school, great first-time guest appearance from Rob Schneider.
I think you got an area here for jokes that you can use, my friend, instead of, with the wife putting something up the man's ass. You're a pro. You've got the great technique, great mic technique. I think you should dress up. I'm not saying gay bullfighter for you.
Appreciate
Real
it, man.
pro, man. You're going to do great.
Yeah, Rob?
I will say your timing, though, was fantastic, but very funny, and you started out really strong. I'm telling you, you had the audience, and you never lost them until you couldn't figure out how to end it. No, you did great, and it was really funny, and you really made me laugh hard. Really good job. Congrats. I thought that it was really funny, and I would have chosen, instead of a raccoon, a ferret. As a closer, you can, you just think of it. I'm just a suggestion. You could pull the ferret out of your ass at the very end.
One of the funniest moments on the show was when a familiar character took the stage when Juanita returned. She had a lackluster minute singing a God-praising version of We Will Rock You and just called it gay at the end. However, we were quick to find out that Juanita was not going to be the gayest person in this situation, as Rawlings had probably his best fake walkout during Juanita's set.
Remixing that song for any black guy watching her right now. We will fuck you.
It's probably true until you find out she has a dick, Donnell. That is a...
They can't tell.
No, Donnell, come back.
The last place the brothers look, apparently, is the Adam's apple.
Charlemagne's gonna find that clip of you going, we will, fuck you. You are fucked, Donnell.
The topic of Donnell fucking Juanita got brought up again in the following set and got brought up multiple times throughout the episode. That's one thing about Juanita. Anytime she's on the show, good or bad, she'll always continue to be brought up, and you have to respect her ability to leave a lasting impact.
Daddy duty is also what would have been on Donnell's dick if he fucked Juanita.
I got something to
Don't laugh. Do not laugh.
I got daddy duty.
Not only was Juanita's time on the stage memorable, but the bucket as a whole was on fire and had some of the best bucket pulls that we have seen probably in weeks. And one of the better pulls from the bucket was Mr. James Kerrigan, who was admittedly drunk but still delivered what was one of the better minutes of the night. Kerrigan was so drunk that Tony decided to do a segment called a DUI Checkpoint, bringing out a real police officer in the process. This was arguably one of the funniest parts of the episode.
Is there any police officers here by any chance? Can we get a police officer up here? Yeah! This is Oscar, everybody. Yes. Yeah. James, he asked you a fucking question.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
2 drinks.
Honest. Just not specific. The specificity of the officer's question opened up some vagaries. Advantage, James. Continue.
Where you headed to?
I'm just going home. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, yeah. Such a suspicious answer.
I just have to say, this may seem racist-y. You're drinking tonight. We should still arrest Donnell.
I'm going to move my finger from left to right. Keep your head still. You understand?
Oh, shit. What do you think, Oscar? What's the verdict?
Donnell returned to the stage once Ari Maddie came out to close the show, and Rob and Tony were both giving him the beans while he tried to keep a serious tone. Ari Maddie even ended up walking off the stage, knowing that he wasn't going to get a word in edgewise. But they had some fun with the moment, especially Schneider. He even said the N-word, and Red Band tried to play Donnell off with the cat.
It is interesting. A black guy didn't finish the job. Oh, wow.
You go from nobody knowing you to superstars.
And I know what that podcast isn't. Yours.
Can I tell you some emotional shit?
No one's ever turned their chair around like that. Teddy Swims is your therapist, the musician? Your Teddy can't swims.
Obama shift drive.
This is abusive right now. Tony.
Give your man a minute.
Can you give me
Yeah.
1 minute uninterrupted?
Yes. 10 minutes before the show started, he told me that he can't be on the show, that the block is too hot.
No, I didn't say I couldn't.
No,
be
I know. No, don't boo it. He
But
is.
that's what he meant.
He is.
I was like, but that's my nigga, right?
That's
That
me.
was his. That's right. A Filipino man just used the N-word.
The actual best minute from the bucket probably came from Shari Vasseghi, who has been on the show a couple of times, and I probably pronounced her last name right. This might have been her best performance ever on the show.
I am originally from Iran, where women traditionally don't have dicks. You know what the safe word is for Middle Eastern women? Do women who care about size, do they have like a measuring tape in their, nightstand every time a new guy comes along? Ooh,
Michael Hines also produced a solid minute of stand-up comedy with a lot of shock and humor, and the jokes still landed despite him messing up a line. After his set, he also gave Rawlings credit for being his favorite Kill Tony guest of all time and was in his favorite episode of all time, creating another funny moment for Rawlings.
Donnell, you did my favorite episode.
I just
of
need
Kill
a
Tony of all
suicide.
time.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
You don't know? I love you, Donnell. You're my favorite.
Overall, this episode worked because both Rob Schneider and Donnell Rawlings delivered in completely different ways. Donnell leaned into his messy history with the show and turned it into comedy, while Schneider stepped in like he had been on Kill Tony for years, riffing, roasting, and playing along with every bit. After the polished Netflix special, it was refreshing to see the show feel like its old school self again. What did you guys think about Kill Tony episode number 733 with Donnell Rawlings and Rob Schneider? I gotta know. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check all the links down below as well. You can like me on Facebook at Dream Talks. Follow me on Twitter at Dream Talks, or follow me on Instagram at Trey Von Pixley. Thank you guys very much, and thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.